Welcome to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu. Today, we're embarking on what I think is a really crucial deep dive. We're going into the dynamic world of AI agents.
Yes, specifically within Microsoft 365 environments, right?
Exactly. And this space is, well, it's evolving so rapidly. So for any organization, figuring out how to effectively administer and govern these agents, it's not just important anymore.
No, it's absolutely paramount. It's table stakes, really.
So we're going to unpack the essential strategies, the practical tools, everything you need to ensure both security and efficiency.
That's right. And this deep dive, it's really designed to equip, IT pros, security admins, decision makers like you with the comprehensive, actionable knowledge you need to manage and safeguard your organizational data when you start leveraging the power of these agents. We'll explore the specific functions of different agent types, get into the methodologies for keeping strict security protocols, and tackle those common challenges head on. Things like data access, data exfiltration, huge. And regulatory compliance, of course.
Yeah.
It's really about providing practical, real-world solutions.
And solutions that work for different sizes of organizations, too.
Absolutely. Whether you're an SMB or a large enterprise, the goal is a secure, scalable, and well-governed agent strategy.
Okay, here's where I think it gets really interesting and honestly critical for your organization. We're focusing today specifically on agents built within the Microsoft 365 ecosystem.
Right. It's not just one thing.
No, it's a whole spectrum of capabilities. We're looking at agents made with SharePoint for, content-based stuff.
Okay.
Then those using Copilot Studio Agent Builder for more tailored conversational templates.
Got it.
Then the more advanced ones using the full Copilot Studio for complex logic, platform connections.
Deeper integrations.
Yeah, and even those super customized solutions built with pro developer tools.
The whole range.
The whole range.
Right.
So what does this mean for you listening in, someone responsible for keeping things secure and efficient? It means we're aiming to give you a genuine shortcut to being truly well-informed on this critical topic. We'll pack it with surprising facts, practical insights, things you can actually use right away. This is exactly the kind of actionable knowledge the AI Coach by Anil Nathu really specializes in bringing to you. Okay, let's really unpack this first part. When we talk about effectively governing AI agents, the first step, fundamentally, is understanding who is actually creating them.
Right.
And just as importantly, what tools are they using?
Makes sense.
The white paper we're diving into today, it breaks down users into 3 pretty distinct groups.
Okay.
And each group, well, they have different technical expertise, right?
Naturally.
So each needs a kind of uniquely tailored approach to governance. It's definitely not one size fits all.
No, absolutely not. And what's really fascinating here is seeing that spectrum of technical skill within an organization and how it directly maps to the tools available for creating these agents.
Like a ladder, you could say.
Exactly. You can think of it like a ladder. You start with the most intuitive, accessible tools and climb up to the really specialized, powerful development environments. So at a very first rung, we find what the paper calls end users.
Okay, the everyday users.
Pretty much. These are the folks across the organization using those highly intuitive, often low-code or even no-code tools.
Like SharePoint and Agent Builder.
Exactly, like SharePoint and the Agent Builder within Copilot. Their main focus isn't deep technical development.
No, they just want to solve a problem.
Precisely. They're creating practical solutions to support their daily tasks, streamline their workflows. Imagine a department team. Maybe HR or internal comms. They need a quick way to answer common questions about internal policies, benefits, maybe a new company initiative.
Okay, a FAQ bot, basically.
Kind of. They might start with a Copilot conversation, then easily use their existing SharePoint site to build a simple Q&A agent. And the real brilliance here is that everything they interact with operates entirely within their existing permission structure.
That's key. So if they can't see a file, the agent can't either.
Exactly. If they don't have access to a doc, the SharePoint agent they build won't either. It ensures productivity without needing deep tech expertise, making agent creation really accessible.
Democratizing it, in a way.
Yeah, and it fosters reusability, too. Maybe a sales support team builds an agent from their SharePoint site.
To pull up product specs.
Yeah, or common customer objections for a sales call. Ensures consistent messaging without needing formal IT deployment. It's about empowering users to solve their immediate problems. Okay, moving up that ladder, we hit the makers.
All right, a step up in technical skill.
Definitely. They're more comfortable technically than end users. They typically use more advanced tools, mainly Copilot Studio.
Okay.
Makers have a deeper grasp of the technology, and crucially, they're starting to think more about governance implications.
So they can do more complex things.
Right. A maker might take that agent builder template, maybe the HR Q&A bot, and significantly enhance it. Maybe add advanced features, like triggers to automate a workflow.
Like creating a task somewhere else.
Exactly. Think of an agent that automatically creates a follow-up task in, say, Planner or Project after a specific customer interaction.
Or integrating with other systems.
Yeah, or integrating with other services like a CRM system to pull specific client data. So, unlike end users, makers can build more autonomous agents handling more complex scenarios.
Which means more potential impact.
Right, potentially impacting more data, more systems. So naturally, this needs a slightly different, maybe more robust governance approach.
Give me an example of a maker agent.
Okay, maybe a marketing specialist acts as a maker. They could build an agent that automates generating monthly campaign performance reports.
Oh, nice. Pulling data from different places.
Yeah, pulling data from various ad platforms, consolidating it into a standard format. That saves tons of manual work. It's moving from simple Q&A to real workflow automation. And finally, at the very top of this ladder, we have the developers.
The pro coders.
Essentially, yes. Your most advanced technical users doing sophisticated custom development. They've got deep technical skills coding, system architecture, and they use cutting-edge tools and services.
Like what specifically?
Things like Team Toolkit for building Teams apps, or Azure AI Foundry for developing and deploying AI solutions.
Okay.
This lets them integrate specific AI models, custom orchestration engines. They build fully customized agents.
Often integrating with core business systems.
Exactly. Highly specialized or mission-critical enterprise systems. And because their solutions can have that enterprise-wide impact, and given the complexity and power, their agents are typically managed and made available through centralized IT catalogs.
Makes sense. Requires serious governance.
Absolutely. Reflects the extremely robust governance needed for such powerful solutions, ensuring they meet the highest standards, security, compliance, performance before deployment. Think of like an enterprise dev creating a custom AI agent for advanced financial fraud detection.
Okay, that's integrating with sensitive systems.
Right? Bespoke machine learning models, sensitive internal financial systems. That clearly demands centralized IT oversight, strict testing, meticulous management.
So what this really boils down to is different users, different tools, different levels of complexity and impact.
That's the crux of it.
Which leads us directly to the next critical point. Understanding the spectrum of controls needed to govern all this.
You got it. You can't just apply one blanket policy.
No way. Not when the capabilities and risks vary so much.
So this raises that big question for any organization. How do we actually ensure control and maintain robust security across such a diverse landscape?
Right. How do you manage it all?
Well, the white paper highlights 3 key control categories. These provide that essential spectrum of governance, allowing for both innovation and security.
Okay, what's the first one?
First up, we have tool controls.
Tool controls. So controlling the tools themselves.
Exactly. These are the fundamental guardrails governing the actual functionality available within the agent creation tools. Think of it as setting the boundaries for what agents can do right from the start in the design phase.
Where are these managed?
Primarily through the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, the MA and the Power Platform Admin Center, or PPAC. Their whole purpose is ensuring agents, no matter who builds them, operate strictly within defined parameters.
Covering security, efficiency.
Security, efficiency, regulatory compliance, the whole package. For a practical example, an admin might disable certain connectors in Copilot Studio, maybe stop agents from talking to unauthorized external services, like a public social media platform that shouldn't touch internal HR data.
Okay, good example.
Or they might restrict the types of data sources an end user can connect to in SharePoint. The real insight here is tool controls are like your architectural guardrails for AI.
Preventing problems before they start.
Exactly. Preventing policy violations at the design stage. It's not just security. It's about building trust by preventing misconfigurations or unauthorized capabilities right from the get-go. Second category, content controls.
Okay, this sounds vital, about the data itself.
Absolutely vital. It's all about safeguarding the information agents access, process, and generate. The core purpose is ensuring any data handled by agents sticks strictly to your organizational guidelines, privacy regulations, industry compliance standards.
How are these managed?
Through a combination of the MEC, PPAC, Microsoft Purview, which we'll definitely dive into later, and SharePoint Advanced Management. Consider this. You have files marked highly confidential with sensitivity labels in SharePoint.
Right.
A content control, maybe set through Purview, would stop an agent from accessing or surfacing info from that file, even if the user technically has permissions.
Oh, interesting. An extra layer.
Exactly. An essential, almost invisible layer of data protection, preventing inadvertent leaks or misuse of your most sensitive info. It ensures the AI doesn't become a backdoor to critical data, protecting IP, privacy right at the source.
Okay, tool controls, content controls. What's the third?
Lastly, we have agent management.
So after they're built and deployed.
Precisely. This focuses on the ongoing control and monitoring of agent activities throughout their entire lifecycle. This includes crucial practices like managing staged rollouts.
Deploying gradually.
Yeah, deploy to a small group first, then wider release.
Yeah.
Ensures controlled adoption, checks performance. It also involves reviewing detailed usage reports.
To see how they're being used.
Exactly. Track user engagement, identify underused agents, or surprisingly overused ones. It can even support chargeback models by showing which departments use which resources.
Where do we see these reports?
The MAC is central here, providing key metrics on per-agent activity. So if that HR benefits agent suddenly sees a massive usage spike after a new policy announcement,
The MSC highlights it.
allows IT to ensure it's performing under load, address scaling, confirm it's meeting a real need. Conversely, if an agent's rarely used, the data flags it as underperforming. Maybe needs optimization, maybe decommissioning.
So it's about ongoing health and utility.
And cost effectiveness, too.
Yeah.
Keeping the whole agent ecosystem healthy and useful. Hashtag tag 2. Deep dive into Microsoft 365 Copilot and its controls.
All right, let's zoom in now on Microsoft 365 Copilot itself.
Okay.
Because it's really at the heart of so much of this agent functionality we're discussing.
It really is.
It's more than just another tool, right? It's this AI-powered productivity assistant.
Designed to integrate tightly.
Super tightly. With Microsoft Graph, which is like your organization's digital map, all your data and relationships, and the M365 apps you use every day. Word, Excel, Teams, Outlook.
The usual suspects.
Exactly. It makes everyday tasks easier, smarter, faster. But for IT admins, for security pros, the real power, the control center for managing Copilot and its agents, that's squarely within the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, the MAC.
Absolutely. Connecting this to the bigger picture, the MA truly is the nerve center, the unified command hub for managing Copilot and its agents across the whole org.
It's comprehensive.
Totally. It provides that management and governance for all M365 services, not just Copilot. Admins use it to monitor performance, configure settings, ensure security and compliance, internal policies, external regs.
It simplifies user management too, right? Assigning licenses, controlling access.
Dramatically. Imagine onboarding a new department. You can quickly provision their Copilot licenses, enforce specific policies, see usage patterns immediately. Plus, its analytics and reporting tools offer deep, actionable insights. User activity, potential security threats. It's like your early warning system.
And it governs all agent types, from simple end-user ones to complex IT catalog ones.
Critically, yes. Both the simpler agents from SharePoint and those sophisticated, centrally managed ones in the IT catalog. Ensures a unified, consistent governance approach, no matter the origin. And complementing the MA, integrated right within it, is the Copilot control system.
Okay, so not a separate thing.
No, not a separate portal. It's a powerful set of integrated controls in the MPAS, specifically engineered for managing Copilot and all the agents in its ecosystem. It gives you comprehensive oversight, empowers admins with rich usage and inventory analytics.
So you can see trends, adoption rates.
Exactly. Identify trends, understand how employees are actually using these tools. Like, you see a sudden surge in usage for an internal knowledge base agent, maybe after a policy change. The Copilot control system flags that, lets you understand the impact, ensure resource utilization is efficient, maybe respond rapidly if the usage looks odd or problematic. It streamlines workflows, reduces admin burden, consolidated data-driven insights, proactive management, not reactive firefighting.
Okay, now what about integrated apps within the MAC? You mentioned that.
All right, integrated apps. This is a specific and vital function primarily used for managing agents heading for or already in your IT catalog. It's critical whenever an agent is submitted for admin approval, may be developed internally and uploaded, or referenced from a public store. All its essential metadata capabilities, data sources it connects to, custom actions it can invoke, it's all provided there on the App Detail tab.
Giving admins the full picture for review.
Exactly. A detailed view to review compliance with security and privacy policies before deployment. For example, an admin can quickly spot and block a shared agent that might pose a risk. Maybe it asks for access to sensitive data it shouldn't, or just doesn't meet organizational standards.
A crucial gatekeeping function.
Definitely. Ensures a secure ecosystem by allowing informed, deliberate decisions on allowing or blocking agents.
So it's not just knowing what agents are out there, but really having that full transparency on capabilities, connections, risks. That sounds incredibly powerful.
Exactly. And within that same integrated apps section, you find inventory management.
Okay.
This is where the MSE provides that holistic view, the key insight. All agents, whether from Copilot Studio, Agent Builder, even Teams Toolkit, are treated and cataloged as apps.
A single pane of glass.
You got it. A centralized view on the integrated apps page. See every single agent created across the organization. Unparalleled visibility. From this inventory, you can do crucial things. Block specific agents violating policy, assign them precisely to users or groups. Full, granular app management.
So if a team builds an agent and tries to share it too widely by mistake,
Admin spots it in the inventory, restricts its access, maintains control. And when we talk about agents from public stores, there are two critical validation layers that offer huge reassurance.
okay.
Publisher attested and Microsoft 365 certification.
Right. What's the difference?
Publisher attested means the publisher themselves has self-certified the app's authenticity, security, reliability. It's a self-declaration, adherence to best practices, foundational assurance.
Okay.
But Microsoft 365 certification is an additional, much more rigorous evaluation done by Microsoft.
Microsoft checks it.
Thoroughly. Apps with this cert have been independently reviewed against Microsoft's stringent security, compliance, and performance requirements within the M365 ecosystem.
That dual validation seems vital for trust.
Immensely important. Builds huge trust and confidence for admins. Ensures only high-quality, secure, reliable apps get deployed from external sources, significantly reducing risk. It's how you can confidently use the broader agent marketplace.
That makes a lot of sense for external agents. But what about internal ones, especially those using existing SharePoint content? How do permissions work there?
A good question. For agents leveraging SharePoint as their content source, governance is inherently tied into SharePoint's existing robust permission system.
Full control, edit, read, etc.
Exactly, those levels. By design, a SharePoint agent can only access or update content that the current user interacting with the agent already have permissions for. It respects your established boundaries.
It inherently respects them.
Yes. And, key point, since SharePoint agents themselves are stored as files in SharePoint, their own permissions also govern who can access the agents themselves.
So the agent file itself has permissions.
Right. An agent designed to pull confidential HR docs from a restricted library only works if the user querying it has access to that library, and the agent file itself is subject to the same permissions. This hierarchy is critical for minimizing unauthorized access or changes. It leverages your existing familiar SharePoint security model, which is a big plus, and building powerfully on that basic permission model is SharePoint Advanced Management, SAM.
SAM, more granular control.
Much more granular, sophisticated control over Copilot's behavior right at the content source level. One really powerful feature is the restricted content discovery policy.
What does that do?
It lets admins hide an entire site's content from global M365 searches and, crucially, from Copilot indexing. Imagine a site with highly sensitive M&A financial projections or confidential HR docs on exec comp.
Yeah, you don't want Copilot surfacing that.
Exactly. SAM ensures Copilot cannot inadvertently access or surface that data, preventing potentially severe accidental disclosures. SAM also includes other vital tools. Site sharing restrictions to limit oversharing, block download policies to stop users downloading proprietary docs from certain sites.
So SAM is the advanced toolkit for locking down sensitive content, even from AI.
Precisely. Ensuring sensitive content stays where it should, accessible only to authorized folks, even from your AI assistants.
So even if an agent technically has permission to be on a site, SAM can still restrict what it sees or shares from that site's content. That's an incredibly powerful layer of control.
It really is.
And once agents are actually deployed and live, how do we know if they're being used effectively or, at all?
That's exactly where usage reports come in. You'll find them conveniently located within the Microsoft 365 Copilot page in the MC.
Okay.
These reports provide absolutely critical, actionable insights into agent usage patterns. Admins can track frequency of interactions, duration, distribution across platforms, desktop, web, mobile.
Invaluable for optimization.
Totally. If an IT help desk agent is widely adopted and effective, these reports can powerfully inform decisions to develop it further, maybe add complexity, or even promote it to the IT catalog as a standard org tool. Justifies investment.
And conversely, if it's not used.
Conversely, if it's rarely used or engagement drops off, the reports help identify it as underperforming, leads to optimization efforts or maybe decommissioning. Data-driven decisions on where to put your AI resources.
Yeah.
Now, beyond just usage, ongoing security monitoring is paramount. For that, we turn to Microsoft Sentinel.
Sentinel, the SIEM platform.
Right, scalable cloud-native security information and event management. Think of Sentinel as the central nervous system of your AI security.
Okay, how so?
It provides real-time monitoring and alerting for all agent activities across your enterprise. A panoramic view. If an agent suddenly tries an unusual number of data accesses or exhibits suspicious behavior.
Like trying to connect somewhere weird.
Exactly. Or accessing data it's never touched before, Sentinel can trigger an immediate high-priority alert.
Enabling swift response.
Swift, decisive action to investigate and mitigate risks before they escalate. It also provides robust tools for analyzing historical data, letting you continuously refine your security posture by understanding past patterns or vulnerabilities related to agents. It's your strategic defense line.
Okay, security covered. Final big question on this section, cost. How flexible is cost management, especially when rolling out to diverse users?
Organizations have significant flexibility here, which is key for scalability and adoption. Two main models generally. First, prepaid user licenses. Offers a predictable, stable cost structure. Ideal if you have stable, consistent usage.
Okay, predictable budget.
Right, or you can choose metered billing, often called pay-as-you-go.
Pay for what you use.
Exactly. Charges based on actual usage volume.
Yeah.
Immense flexibility for fluctuating needs or avoiding big upfront costs. This is particularly useful for Copilot chat agents, where maybe unlicensed users need access without a full Copilot license. Allows incremental rollout.
Only pay for what's consumed makes piloting easier.
Definitely. And this leads directly into the concept of free versus premium functionality. It's a strategic way to manage both access and cost.
How does that work?
Without a metered plan, users without a full M365 Copilot license get the free Copilot chat experience. This free tier mainly gives web-grounded answers, enables simple Q&A from public web sources.
But no internal data access.
Crucially, no. Features needing access to your org's M365 data, internal docs, emails, graph data are strictly blocked. This strategic separation lets orgs pilot Copilot chat broadly without immediate significant cost, generates interest, gathers adoption data.
While IT controls the rollout of data-connected agents.
Exactly. Balancing broad access with strict security and cost control. It's a great way to test the AI waters before a full dive into enterprise data integration.
Okay, this leads us nicely into Copilot Studio. This is really aimed at that maker category we talked about earlier, right?
It's a powerful addition for them.
Designed as a graphical, low-code tool for building more sophisticated agents, agent flows, and crucially, it integrates directly with and inherits features from the Power Platform administrative side.
Yeah, the connection is key.
So how does the Power Platform Admin Center, the PPAC, fit into governing these maker-created agents?
Well, connecting to the bigger picture, the PPAC is absolutely central, indispensable really, for governing these maker agents. PPAC empowers admins to thoroughly oversee and secure the AI agents built by your makers.
Through robust controls.
Yes. Admins can define and enforce policies dictating agent behavior, ensuring compliance while still allowing flexibility for innovation. A critical feature here, and we'll touch on this again with Purview, is data loss prevention, DLP policies.
Right, DLP, protecting sensitive data.
Exactly. These classify and protect sensitive data, ensuring Copilot Studio agents adhere to your org's content governance, often via Purview sensitivity labels. This stops them processing sensitive files, can even implement data masking.
Hiding sensitive bits like credit card numbers.
Precisely. Hiding sensitive elements in interactions. For example, a DLP policy could stop an agent extracting credit card numbers, or PII, even if prompted. A powerful defense layer. PPAC also includes key cost management features. Monitor consumption of agents, agent messaging.
Granular financial oversight.
Yep, helping manage the AI budget. Now, a core concept within Power Platform, which Copilot Studio heavily leverages, is Power Platform environment controls.
Environments, like separate work areas.
Exactly like that. Think of them as purpose-built workshops. You wouldn't build a delicate prototype where heavy machinery is running your production line, right?
No, definitely not.
Same idea. Environments provide secure, organized ways to manage apps, flows, data by creating distinct, isolated spaces. Development, testing, production. This structure fundamentally supports robust governance through role-based access, DLP policies, and application lifecycle management, ALM.
Okay, let's break down the key controls for these environments.
Sure. First, environment types, like developer, sandbox, trial, production. These aren't just labels. They delineate stages of agent development, ensuring experiments don't impact live systems.
Okay, clear stages.
Then, security controls. Paramount. These specify roles, security groups, sharing settings, who can do what within an environment. Next, data management controls. Dictate Dataverse access settings. Dataverse being the underlying data platform.
Right.
Storage capacity, backup options, ensuring data integrity. And finally, deployment controls, like ALM and pipelines, ensure changes and new agent versions are deployed safely, consistently, with proper oversight.
So a production environment would be much stricter.
Much stricter security, audit trails, mandatory pipelines compared to a dev environment, ensures agents are thoroughly tested and approved before going live. Now, when it comes to authoring agents, admins play a crucial role in empowering makers while keeping control.
How so?
Admins provide the toolset by creating specific environments and scopes for makers, assigning appropriate environment roles given the right access level. They can even set welcome messages in PPAC.
To inform makers about policies.
Exactly. Inform them about policies, best practices, guardrails for that environment. A strong recommendation, a best practice really, is that each Copilot Studio maker gets a personal development environment.
Their own sandbox.
Right. Supports independent, efficient work without risking impact on others. Plus, agents can be exported and imported using solutions crucial for ALM.
Moving them between environments. Dev, test, prod.
Exactly. Allows agents to move seamlessly, controlled, across environments following that phased approach. Minimizes risk, ensures quality.
So it's really about striking that delicate balance, giving makers freedom and tools to innovate, but within clear boundaries and a secure path for deployment. That sounds like a powerful combination.
Precisely. And that's where effective environment management truly shines. Managed environments allow orgs to implement and enforce consistent guidelines at scale when environments are generated or modified.
Ensuring consistency.
Unwavering adherence to security protocols, license compliance, organizational policies, guarantees compliance and consistency across your whole Power Platform and Copilot Studio setup. In PPAC, environment management governs both makers and their agents, ensuring innovation stays within those vital guardrails.
How do you control who modifies things?
Admins use security groups and granular rules, control precisely who can modify artifacts within environments, preventing unauthorized changes to agents or critical flows. This means makers, even citizen developers without deep IT backgrounds, can build and innovate.
But safely.
Always within the compliance boundaries set by policy. Balances flexibility with strong security. And pipelines, which automate solution packaging and deployment, often with integrated approval workflows, are absolutely crucial here.
A human in the loop.
Exactly. Introduces that vital review and validation step before agents go live. Ensures quality, adherence to standards, alignment with business goals. For instance, an HR agent gets built and tested in Sandbox, then moves via pipeline, requiring HR and IT approval before hitting production. Now, a critical risk management practice that's often overlooked: effective agent sharing.
Controlling who can use the agent.
And who can edit it. Orgs need strict controls. Limit sharing only to those directly involved co-authors, specific end users. Establish robust sharing limits, restrict editor-viewer permissions, maybe limit the number of times it can be shared.
Prevents unauthorized changes, reduces exposure.
Dramatically.
Right.
Reduces likelihood of sensitive info being exposed or spread inappropriately. Maintains clear scope. Like an HR agent handling sensitive employee data payroll, reviews absolutely should not be easily shareable across the whole org. Minimizes even accidental oversharing. And to prevent unauthorized changes after an agent is finalized and updated, agent publishing controls and permission updates are vital.
Locking it down post-update.
You can actually disable the publish feature via connector management after updates are approved. Powerful control. Ensures no further mods without authorization, safeguarding integrity.
And regularly checking permissions.
Paramount for ongoing security. Periodically audit who has access to agents and components. Remove unnecessary permissions accumulated over time. Continuous vigilance mitigates vulnerabilities. Finally, critically, within Power Platform, data loss prevention. DLP policies are essential for governing agent behavior.
Controlling data connections and interactions.
Precisely, both inside and outside the org. Admins configure these Copilot Studio and Power Platform DLP policies in PPAC. They give incredibly granular control over agent capabilities.
Right.
Make-a-user authentication, knowledge sources, actions, connectors, skills, even publishing to channels like Teams.
How do connectors fit in?
Connectors, the gateways to data, can be strategically classified. Business, non-business, or block data groups. This classification is powerful, prevents malicious or unintentional data exfiltration by makers.
Like blocking a social media connector.
Exactly. Block an agent from using a public social media connector if it also has access to sensitive internal customer data.
Ooh.
Creates a critical, impenetrable security boundary. Ensures sensitive internal data can't move to inappropriate external services via an agent.
Okay, this brings us to Microsoft Purview, which you've mentioned a few times. It sounds like, well, the ultimate shield for data security, governance, compliance, especially in this AI era.
That's a great way to put it. It really aims to be that comprehensive shield.
It gives you that holistic view of data risk across the organization.
Exactly. A complete picture of your entire data landscape. And it's certainly a key recommendation from us at the AI Coach by Noel Nathu for robust data protection. What's truly fascinating here is how Purview actively protects and governs data. It's not just passive monitoring.
It intervenes.
Yes. It ensures continuous compliance and proactively mitigates risks associated with sensitive information across your whole digital estate, including those agent interactions. So at its core, the Microsoft Purview overview, it provides advanced intelligent capabilities for classifying, labeling, managing data sensitivity at scale.
How does it detect sensitive info?
Automatically. It detects things like PII, financial records, protected health info, and agent interactions using over 315 out-of-the-box classifiers, many powered by sophisticated machine learning.
Wow, that many.
Yeah, it's extensive. It proactively identifies and prevents unauthorized access and potential breaches by understanding the content itself, not just file permissions.
Beyond detection.
It offers detailed risk analytics on user activity with agents, highlights risky AI usage patterns, enabling truly informed security decisions, and its controls extend seamlessly across SharePoint, Agent Builder, Copilot Studio interactions. Crucially, honoring any pre-existing sensitivity labels you've already applied.
So if a doc is labeled confidential,
Purview ensures any agent operation or response related to it strictly adheres to that classification, blocks inappropriate access, prevents unauthorized use. This comprehensive layering means Purview acts like your org's AI conscience, automatically ensuring every interaction respects data sensitivity and compliance, even when the agent operates autonomously. Building powerfully on that visibility is Data Security Posture Management, DSPM for AI.
DSPM for AI, what does that give you?
Critical, actionable insights into agent usage and associated data risks. First, it helps discover sensitive data shared in AI interactions. Tracks what sensitive info is used for grounding agents.
Grounding, meaning the data the agent uses for context.
Exactly. And then, crucially, it recommends quick policies, often one click, to immediately improve your data security posture. Second, it helps detect risky AI usage, allows deep investigation into unusual activities.
Like what kind of activity?
Imagine a departing employee suddenly making tons of prompts involving sensitive company IP through an agent. DSPM flags that anomaly for investigation. Crucial for proactive risk management.
And compliance.
Third, it significantly aids regulatory compliance. Lets you explore potentially unethical AI interactions, targeted harassment, unauthorized disclosures via agent responses. A data security admin can review prompts, responses, sensitive grounding data in the DSPM Activity Explorer, ensure compliance, spot vulnerabilities.
Can it see oversharing risks too?
Yes, especially with SharePoint grounding data. Identify data at risk of excessive sharing by agents. Gives you that complete granular picture of exposure. Now, extending our earlier DLP discussion, data loss prevention, DLP, within Purview is a cornerstone for mitigating exfiltration risks, especially with SharePoint grounding data.
So Purview DLP works with agents.
Absolutely. Admins establish robust DLP policies to restrict agents from processing files with specific sensitivity labels, highly confidential, internal only, etc. If an agent tries to access such a doc, Purview enforces the policy, blocks access immediately.
Does it tell the user why?
Importantly, yes. It notifies the user. The content can't be processed due to the DLP policy. Provides transparency, guides behavior. It's incredibly effective at preventing inadvertent leaks. An active safeguard.
So Purview is really the enforcer, not just a passive monitor, actively stepping in to prevent issues. That's a huge distinction.
Huge.
And what about when information is shared, intentionally or accidentally? How does Purview help manage and assess that?
That brings us to oversharing assessments. Purview provides proactive data risk assessments specifically designed to spot and mitigate risks from inappropriate sharing.
How does it detect oversharing?
Leverages advanced analytics. Detects potential oversharing across copilots, agents, AI apps using SharePoint grounding data. By default, a comprehensive assessment runs weekly for all SharePoint sites used by agents, but admins can run custom reports anytime for immediate insights.
What do the reports show?
Critical metrics. Which sites reported, number of sensitive items found, how many accessed, how often, how many sensitive info types detected and accessed via agents. Clear, quantifiable metrics to understand your actual exposure.
So if a marketing agent is sharing product roadmaps too widely?
Purview highlights that oversharing meticulously, enables swift remediation, policy adjustments. Then we have Microsoft Purview Information Protection. This offers an incredibly comprehensive view of potential risks.
How does it differ from basic labeling?
It goes beyond simple access. Automatically discovers, labels, and protects data based on its sensitivity label across agents using SharePoint grounding data. So if a document is encrypted, Purview Information Protection honors specific view extract usage rights embedded in that encryption. Ensures the agent respects the doc's inherent protections.
That's smart.
It gets smarter. It cites sensitivity labels in agent responses, informing the user about the data's sensitivity. Even more impressively, it labels the agent conversations themselves with the most restrictive sensitivity label involved in the interaction.
Wow, so if it uses public and confidential data?
The whole conversation gets labeled confidential.
Yeah.
Ensures consistent protection throughout the entire information flow, end-to-end security for AI interactions. Now, acknowledging that fundamental truth, data doesn't move itself. People move and access data.
Right, the insider risk.
Purview incorporates insider risk management. Unfortunately, insider risks are a leading cause of breaches. This tool provides crucial capabilities to detect risky user activities within AI applications that could lead to incidents.
Like unusual agent usage.
Exactly. Might flag a user receiving an unusual number of agent responses with sensitive data, far exceeding their normal pattern.
Or
An employee about to leave suddenly querying confidential projects via an agent. Security teams can then detect, investigate, respond timely, minimizing impact. Proactive vigilance against internal threats, using AI to monitor AI. For maintaining ethical and legal comms, there's communication compliance.
ensuring agents adhere to policies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Adhere to regulatory policies, your org's code of conduct. Helps compliance and risk admins detect and investigate harmful content in agent interactions.
What kind of harmful content?
Violent content, copyright violations, unauthorized disclosures of sensitive info.
Use cases.
Enabling regulatory compliance in finance. Healthcare insuring agents don't share protected health info or sensitive financial advice inappropriately. Improving customer satisfaction by preventing bad agent interactions. Safeguarding sensitive info generally. Maintaining trust and brand reputation. In the unfortunate event of investigations or litigations, e-discovery becomes absolutely critical.
For legal discovery processes.
Right. The formal process to identify, collect, produce electronically stored information, ESI, as evidence. Crucially, this ESI absolutely includes digital interactions with your AI agents.
So agent conversations are discoverable.
Yes. If a lawsuit involves an employee's chat with an agent about a policy or a complaint, legal teams use e-discovery to process, analyze, review those interactions as vital evidence. Ensures all relevant digital records are discoverable, defensible, available. For complete transparency and accountability, audit logs are indispensable.
Recording every.
Meticulously.
Yeah.
All interactions with agents, timestamps, user identities, user prompts, AI responses. Comprehensive records crucial for transparency, accountability, regulatory compliance.
Helps with incident response.
Empowers admins to rapidly detect and respond to security incidents with a clear, immutable trail. Track usage patterns over time. Vital for forensic analysis if anomalies, breaches, or compliance violations occur. Backbone of AI governance. Finally, within Purview, we have data lifecycle management.
Managing data retention and deletion.
Exactly. Critical aspect, helping orgs manage records and info lifecycle to meet legal, business, privacy, regulatory obligations. Basically, keep what's needed, securely dispose of what's not. Purview's built-in classification and governance automatically classifies content, applies appropriate retention and deletion policies specifically for agent interactions.
So agent chats can be set to auto-delete after a certain time.
Right. Retained for a legally mandated period, then securely deleted when no longer required. Manages data sprawl efficiently, ensures regulatory requirements are met consistently across AI workflows. proactive data hygiene and compliance.
Okay, this is where the rubber truly meets the road, isn't it? All this knowledge about tools and controls is great.
Yeah, but how do you actually do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you start empowering employees to create and manage agents securely and, importantly, at scale?
It's a big step.
The white paper recommends a really practical, systematic three-phase approach.
Makes sense. Break it down.
And this is precisely the kind of actionable, real-world guidance that, the AI coach by Anil Nathu really specializes in, giving you that clear roadmap from concept to successful deployment.
So connecting this to the bigger picture, this phased approach isn't about just flipping a switch and hoping for the best.
No, definitely not chaos.
No, it's a strategic framework, balancing that huge potential for innovation with controlled, secure, meticulously governed deployment. Building capabilities step by step. So Phase I is all about forming your core team. Foundational stuff, building internal expertise, defining initial strategy.
Step 1 is?
Step 1, create an agent adoption champion team. Handpick a small, focused group of early adopters, ideally from IT or a tech-savvy business unit. Give them the Copilot licenses they need to actively test features, develop internal best practices, identify relevant, high-impact use cases for your org.
They become the internal experts, the trailblazers.
Exactly. Your advocates. For example, your IT champion team might start by building agents for simple help desk queries or pulling system diagnostics. Show immediate internal value, builds credibility. Then, step 2, provide the right controls to the right audience. Critical security measure early on.
Limit who gets the advanced tools initially.
Precisely. Use the M365 Admin Center to assign Copilot extensibility rights exclusively to that champion team you just formed. This empowers a trusted control group to safely explore advanced capabilities in a secure environment. Ensure security and compliance are baked in from the start.
Minimizes risk while they learn.
Right. Allows thorough testing of governance policies, develops deep internal expertise within your champions. Step 3, empower your champion team to build an agent. Once they have tools and permissions, challenge them. Create your very first org-wide agent using Agent Filter.
Serves a dual purpose.
Yep. First, acts as a crucial proof of concept for your developing governance framework. Validate and refine best practices in a controlled setting. Find roadblocks. Second, more visibly, it gives employees an initial on-demand resource demonstrating the practical value of agents. Like a pilot program within IT, for IT, to iron out kinks and showcase potential. Creates internal excitement. Okay, Phase I done. Moving into Phase 2, the focus is training your employees, scaling knowledge, preparing the broader workforce.
Step 4.
Step 4, gradually enable web-grounded agent development. Systematic training approach. Provide structured, comprehensive training on Copilot chat fundamentals and safe, web-grounded agent building department by department as they're ready.
Ensure baseline understanding first.
Right, what agents are, can do, limitations security-wise. Only once teams are trained and understand the guardrails, then grant development permissions via M365 Admin Center security groups.
Phase training and permissioning. Avoids overwhelming users.
Reduces misuse likelihood. Ensure a solid foundation before broader capabilities roll out. Step 5. Enable proof of concept agent consumption. Once your champions built that initial agent in Phase I,
Let others use it.
use the Power Platform Admin Center to grant broader Copilot chat users access to that PC agent. Vital for gathering real-world performance insights, invaluable user feedback. This feedback lets IT refine capabilities, iterate, ensure it meets user needs and performs well in a live, though still controlled, setting. Iterative improvement. And a crucial strategic Step 6. Establish a Center of Excellence, COE, absolutely critical for long-term success and scalable adoption.
A dedicated governance body.
Exactly. Establish a dedicated COE, ideally led by your Phase I champion team. This COE serves as the central governing body for all agents built across the org. They define clear standards, quality, security, functionality. Formally approve new agents for broader use. Ensure each department follows best practices.
The central hub for agent strategy.
You got it. Fostering innovation while maintaining robust control and continuous compliance. Finally, we reach Phase 3, deploy and engage. Putting agents into more users' hands securely, managing ongoing lifecycle and cost.
Step 7.
Step 7, identify and train departmental agent makers. As adoption matures, designate key folks in each department with aptitude and need to develop agents accessing critical work data. Provide specialized, advanced training beyond the basics. Migrate these makers from basic Copilot chat to full M365 Copilot licenses. Equip them for robust department-specific solutions.
Like a legal team building agents for secure document review.
Perfect example. Specialized training for specialized needs. Step 8. Set up pay-go meters and control agent sharing. Tackles finance and security together.
Departmental budgets.
Configure a dedicated pay-as-you-go meter in Copilot Studio for each department developing premium agents. Ensures costs are transparent, aligned with usage, accountability rests with the department, prevents surprise IT bills.
And control sharing.
Simultaneously, enable limit sharing in PPAC. Prevents agents being overshared org-wide, maintains strict security boundaries. Ensures sensitive departmental agents stay within scope. Manage the purse strings in the security perimeter. Step 9. Govern org-wide agent sharing. Once agents are being created across departments, need a formal process for broader adoption.
COE reviews them.
Invite employees to share agents they create with the COE. The COE rigorously evaluates each one: utility, security, compliance. Based on that, COE decides, should it stay within the group or is it ready for tenant-wide access?
What if it doesn't meet standards?
If it fails COE standards, IT can block it at the tenant level from the M365 Admin Center. Only unblock once it complies. Vital for scaling adoption responsibly and securely. And finally, step 10. Manage spend and monitor usage. This is ongoing.
Continuous oversight.
IT admins actively continuously monitor and manage agent spend in PPAC. For instance, turn on consumption alerts for agents. Navigate to Copilot Studio, manage capacity, set alerts based on usage thresholds. Ensures financial oversight, prevents overruns, enables resource optimization.
Get the most value from investments.
By understanding where resources are consumed, this whole holistic, phased approach, as outlined, by the AI coach, by Anil Nathu, ensures a smooth, secure, cost-effective path to widespread agent adoption and innovation.
Okay, now that we've done this really comprehensive deep dive into AI agent governance in M365, let's try to distill these insights.
Yeah, into a practical, actionable plan.
Something you can actually implement in your organization, maybe starting today, where theory meets the real world.
Okay, first and fundamentally, establish a robust governance framework. This means defining clear, concise policies for agent creation and usage, categorized by user type, end user, maker, developer.
Got it. Policies first.
Make sure they cover data access, security protocols, compliance requirements comprehensively. It's your foundational blueprint for secure, scalable AI adoption. Second, leverage centralized admin centers as your command hubs.
Use the MRC and PPAC actively.
Actively, consistently. Your primary hubs for unified oversight, user license management, policy enforcement across all agent types. Familiarize your team thoroughly with their reporting and control capabilities. They are your strategic command centers. Third, implement comprehensive data security with Microsoft Purview.
Prioritize Purview deployment and config.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Focus intensely on data classification, applying sensitivity labels consistently, implementing robust DLP policies, conducting regular oversharing assessments, especially vital for agents tucking sensitive info or using SharePoint grounding data. Purview is your active data shield. Fourth, embrace environment management and deployment pipelines.
For makers and developers, right?
Yeah. Establish distinct Power Platform environments, dev, test, prod. Implement secure deployment pipelines for standardized, controlled, traceable movement of agents. Crucially, incorporate human-in-the-loop approvals at key stages. Maintain oversight, ensure quality. Fifth, monitor and optimize usage and cost continuously.
Keep an eye on those reports.
Regularly review usage reports from M&E and PPAC. Set up consumption alerts in Copilot Studio to manage spend effectively, avoid surprises. Use this data to identify successful agents for promotion, underutilized ones for optimization or decommissioning. Align investment with value. Sixth, adopt a phased rollout strategy for adoption.
Follow the 3 phases we discussed.
Exactly. Form the champion team, provide structured training, then gradually deploy and engage. Systematic method minimizes risk, builds internal expertise, and ensures smooth adoption. Really embodies the principles advocated by the AI coach by Anil Nathu. And finally, seventh, a long-term strategic imperative. Establish a center of excellence. C8.
Create that dedicated governance team.
Yes. Responsible for defining agent standards, approving new agents, ensuring best practices are followed across all departments. The COE is vital for balancing innovation with necessary control and security. Ensures agents are effective and demonstrably safe. #hashtag provocative thought for the listener.
So as we've clearly seen today, AI agents are truly transforming how we work, automating tasks, enhancing collaboration, streamlining operations.
Providing real-time data for better decisions. the impact is huge.
Huge. But as they become increasingly autonomous, more deeply integrated into our daily workflows, this raises, I think, an important, maybe even provocative question for all of us.
Okay.
How can organizations ensure that the human in the loop remains empowered? That critical thinking isn't just preserved, but genuinely enhanced rather than diminished by the very AI assistants designed to make us more efficient?
That's a deep one. Balancing efficiency gains with maintaining human critical thinking.
Exactly. It's a fascinating, complex, and frankly, vital challenge for the future of work and how we define human-AI collaboration. Something to really mull over. Hashtag tag tag outro. Well, that was a truly comprehensive deep dive into administering and governing AI agents in Microsoft 365 environments.
We covered a lot of ground.
We really did. From understanding user types and governance controls to the specific tools like M365 Copilot, the Power Platform, and that crucial role of Microsoft Purview for data security.
Yeah, and I think it's abundantly clear that fostering innovation with AI agents absolutely does not mean sacrificing security or compliance.
They can coexist.
Definitely. Implementing robust, well-thought-out governance frameworks actually provides a structured, secure pathway for integrating these transformative technologies, ensuring they're both effective and aligned with organizational goals and values.
We sincerely hope this deep dive has given you, our listeners, a much clearer roadmap for navigating the complexities of agent management, and that you feel better equipped now to leverage these powerful AI tools responsibly and strategically in your own organization. Thank you for joining us today. Visit the AI Coach website for more AI insights.